Shawty, she different.
Smirk on the verse.
Shawty, she different. Shawty, she different.
When I started jiu-jitsu, I was like, yeah, honestly, when I started, I was like, one of my goals was like to get on Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, or at least get him to mention me. Like I definitely had that in the back of my mind. I was like, if I get famous enough to like somebody like that kind of recognizes me and sees what I'm doing, it's gonna be definitely headed in the right path. All right, guys. So what's up? Welcome back to the NickyRod podcast. NickyRod All Access. I'm joined today with my buddy Alex Esposito of Rutgers Wrestling, one of my main training partners during wrestling season and all first in season as well. Training with the NJRTC. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing good. I really appreciate all the knowledge you've given me in jiu-jitsu. Trying to get into that world. It's very similar to wrestling, but it's a little different.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of similarities, and for you, it seems like you kind of. I think you can make an easy transition just because you are a pretty decent mat wrestler. You're a smart, intelligent wrestler. Like, you're not like most heavyweights. It's just hand fighting. Whoever falls first fucking loses. You're risk taker, minimal risk taker. You take some shots out there. You get around good, well rounded everywhere, and you really haven't been wrestling for that long. It's only been a couple years.
Yeah. I started wrestling in high school. I mean, I think I actually started wrestling because my football coach said that it was like good for like your footwork and stuff like that. And then I ended up loving it. I wasn't very good when I started, I'll be honest. Like, I think when I made varsity my sophomore year, I was like 8 and 20 something.
Yeah,
I was getting killed. And then I took it really serious. It was like, I think my junior year I qualified for states.
Junior year, how many years of wrestling is that?
I was like, that was 2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, post a little closer.
Sorry. Cool. Is that right?
Perfect.
Yeah, it was like my second year wrestling then. It was like 30.
What do you weigh in freshman year? Because you're a big guy. We're sitting down right now, but you're what, 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4", 250. Right
so
now.
You're 6'4", 250. I'm 6'3", 240. So it's pretty. I wouldn't say even, but you're a little bigger, a little taller. Yeah, that's a good fucking size, man. What'd you weigh in high school?
Yeah, so I was pretty chubby, to be honest. Like my freshman year,
you was a thick boy.
I was pretty thick. Yeah. I think I might have weighed the same I did now, but I was shorter. I was like 5'11", 5'10". Yeah. And sophomore year I went 220. So I was really skinny. And junior year I was 220 also. And I was just pretty scrawny. But I was supposed to play football my senior year. I was gonna play football in college. So senior year I bulked up to like 265.
Did you play You grow up playing football? Is that like your first sport?
That was my family was like set on me. Yeah. Playing in college.
You guys have a good younger team, like when you're like middle school stuff?
Well, I mean, middle school we were pretty good, but high school, like we went to states a bunch. I have a ring. We won states once.
Yeah, damn, that's tough.
And then we lost in the finals.
But they gave you guys a ring?
Oh yeah, we got
that's
a ring.
Nice, man.
It's nice. It has a big C and then like blue and gold ring, diamonds around it.
What's your high school again?
Cranford High.
Cranford High, yeah.
It's like Union County.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I mean, we were pretty good in wrestling too, though, because we won, I think, the regional. Yeah, we won regionals. Then we went to sections. We lost to Delsey, Janzer. That's down south, I think, right?
Oh yeah, Billy Janzer. That's actually a school right next to me. I know a lot of people from Delsey. I'm from Clayton, so small town.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I didn't get a wrestling ring. I was hoping I could 2-time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty small in high school. I think I was about 170 pounds. Well, I wrestled 170. Maybe I was like a $185-ish walking around. But I did play football for like quite a few years prior to high school. But like I think like maybe the first 2 years me playing football as like, I don't know, maybe being like 10, 11 years old. Didn't win too much, and then like a few years later, like I want to say around middle school, we did pretty well in the playoffs and made it pretty far. But like the second I hit high school, like my high school's worst sport was football. So it was like I went from doing pretty well to like a team that just never won, and I was like, this isn't fun. Like I literally only played like a few games freshman year, and I was like, I was just never excited. Like I remember like my first play in high school football was a sack, and I was like wasn't even like excited. Like usually people go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, like this is no, I just didn't care that much. But I definitely felt like the second I stepped on a wrestling mat, I felt like an instant like attachment to it. Like I was instantly pulled to. It's kind of like because you felt like so close to like dominating your opponent, and then you wouldn't because he like knew a little bit more than you. You know, so. Yeah, it's interesting. When you so you started football, then wrestling. When did you hit your growth spurt?
I hit it like I think end of my sophomore year,
Yeah.
and like I kind of like I think I gained like 3-4 inches in 1 year. About then, like I didn't change from my freshman sophomore year, and then end of my sophomore year, like I kind of blew up. Like
Yeah.
and I started putting on muscle and stuff like that, and I started figuring out how to lift and stuff, and I guess it started just clicking.
I feel you.
It's good. I mean, I had some setbacks. I had such a big growth spurt that like I had a vulture fracture. I went to nationals in Virginia Beach, and I was doing pretty well.
As in the team nationals, or is like
individual.
Individual, yeah.
Like, say like a high school American, whatever that is, and yeah. I
If
remember,
that shit falls, you can just tighten it this way.
I think it's this one out here.
I'm talking good in this, right?
Yeah, it's good, bro. Yeah, the closer the better, too.
I think it was like my 4th match, and I was like, I think if I won that one and one more, I would have technically been an All-American. And like I took a low single and like transitioned to a double, and like when I stepped, I felt something like pop in my hamstring, and it was like probably the worst injury I've had because it was such a long recovery time.
Did you blow the hamstring out?
I don't know if it blew it out, but I got only an X-ray done. They were like, well, because where the bone was attached was like where my hamstring was, and it completely pulled off from my hip.
Yeah.
So I was out for like 3 months with like a weird, just like pain whenever I would squat. And then when I started playing football, like we started doing our summer list, I was weak as hell. Like I was doing 135 like on squat. So like it was a lot of like recovery time from there.
And no surgery, nothing?
Nah, I had to like rest it a bunch.
Was that your worst injury?
I've both my labrums are torn, but I got a PRP done, which was
Literally same.
Yo, we had someone ask.
no PRP, but
What's PRP, bro? We had someone ask on the last one.
it's a platelet-rich
Savage.
injection, and it bad thing about it is it's not covered by insurance, so like you have to pay out of pocket. But my football coach like knew this guy who's like one of the main guys that does it. Very painful experience.
Yeah.
Because like first they take
like it's
blood.
a thick needle.
So I don't think I had. So I also tore my right quad partially tore because I played rugby. I made the All-State team first year playing it.
Oh, you're just a fucking stud athlete. That's good to hear.
Dude, I was killing
Cool.
people. It was a great time. But I tore both my labrums in rugby season, I think, and then I messed up my knee also, and it was filled up. And they're like, okay, so if this fluid is yellow or whatever color, like it means.
How big was it when it's
Oh, it
as
was
max?
huge.
Like softball or?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
like maybe even a little bigger. It was huge.
Really?
It was
Really? Wow.
ginormous. Like it went up to my quad and then all my lower knee. Like it was all fucked. When they drained it, it was like bloody. So they're like, okay, something's torn.
Yeah.
And then I got ultrasound on it, and they're like, okay, well, you have a partial tear in your quad. The good thing was the guy like really took care of me because like usually it's like multiple things. Like for your shoulder, it's like one appointment, and then the other shoulder is another appointment, and blah 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 and so forth. He did all 3 in one go, and it was, I'd say like 11 out of 10 pain, especially
Wow.
my knee, because they took like a 14 gauge needle into my knee, so it was like it's pretty thick
Yeah.
to like drain it, and then also they had to put a needle into my knee like socket or whatever.
I've had a 14 gauge needle in my ear.
That probably
Or, yeah, it was because it was,
Cauliflower, Cauliflower?
for the cauliflower. Yeah, I was trying. I was actually when I was at BJ. What's the tournament? IBJJF in Anaheim. Right, my ear was like at the max. Right, like it
You
was.
just touched it, probably was killing you, right?
Yeah, it was absolutely horrendous, and like I was still practicing like every day up until this IBJJF tournament,
Yeah.
and like I was getting it drained like weeks prior, maybe like once or twice a week, and I was home, so I had like the diabetic needles are nice and thin and shit, so that was just way easier. But when I was at IBJJF Worlds in Anaheim, right, I'm there for like 4 days. I'm practicing locally, I think at like some tent planet there, just rolling with everybody. and gets a little banged up and swells up, and when it swells up, it's like a huge wonton, just like hanging over and packed full of fluid. So I get to the tournament and I'm like this thing is gonna, it has a chance of potential bursting because it's so big. And like I have 5 matches that day, and luckily I subbed like most of the guys. Like I think I got like maybe 3 or 4 subs out of 5 matches, so pretty good. But I was like, I was in so much pain. I was like, if these guys touch my ear, like I'm fucking done. You know what I mean? It was so bad.
A lot. Like I didn't really think it would be much, but I think I started getting cauliflower my sophomore year when I was. Yeah, it was going into my freshman year, going sophomore year, because I went to the U.S. Open, I think, end of my freshman year. So we don't wear headgears or anything like that. I saw you sometimes wearing headgears when you would roll with us.
Yeah, well, that's because I had the cauliflower. Yeah, I was trying not to cry in front of you guys.
And my ear got to a point where I literally couldn't put AirPods in because it was so bad. I mean, I ended up getting drained like twice. Yeah,
bro, I remember I was on the train coming back from New York City practicing to Jersey, and I took a picture because I had to put my earbud in my ear so it would stop filling up, because after practice, getting hit a bunch of times, your ear is just pounding, filling with fluid, and it was so big that like even when I had a headgear on, it was still like the headgear was out and they'd still fucking hit the headgear and my shit was
because the headgear
still get smashed
shake a little bit just touching it. It's so sensitive.
Well, this one was out so much that it was literally spaced out like
was it the top part? Because mine was on the inside. Like
it was so it was literally the whole top of the ear, and literally like maybe like a centimeter on the bottom wasn't broken. Like it was the fucking worst. So yeah, the headgear like helped a little bit, but I still had to keep getting drained. And I took a picture when I was on the train just because I needed the AirPod earbud to hold my ear hole open. Like I wasn't even listening to music. I just had to shove it in there because it was just like, dude, every few minutes I could feel it throbbing and starting to get more fluid in there, and it was like fucking pulling my my ear off my face. It was fucking terrible. That was like the jujitsu break of the ear, and I felt like it broke so much more than it ever did in wrestling because like of pulling out of guillotines and triangle chokes and stuff. It just smushes your ear like slowly. Like in wrestling, it's usually like just like an initial impact that'll break the ear, but here because you're pulling out slowly, it's just like a grind of the ear, so it just breaks it so much deeper.
Actually, a bunch of rugby players. Have you ever watched like the All Blacks, the New Zealand team? Like,
I've seen a little YouTube rugby.
If you look at
the highlights,
look at their ears, they're fucked up. Like some of the Olympic
well, this is some
guys.
thick boys.
Well, yeah, but like when you're like locked up, like you're like shoulder, like they do this whole thing where like you push those two. I can't remember if it's a ruck or if it's a scrum. It's one of the two of those. And like you basically are just rubbing your heads. Like
how do you score in rugby?
So you
run it into the touchdown, right?
Yeah. So what you have to do is you have to place it down. Like there's like basically the end zone, and like you have to like touch it down. So like even if you're getting tackled, like and you touch it to like pass the line, you're good. Or you can kick it in the uprights. I don't even know what the hell it's called.
I think the U.S. is probably just a little too soft to get into a sport like that because that's a real sport.
I'm pretty sure we have like USA 7s and we're pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Like
I feel like that'd be more popular. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more contact and hits in rugby than there is in NFL, and you don't have the pads. So I feel like for me, it's more entertaining to watch.
We played.
It's just not popular.
We played against some British team for 4th of July. Terrible idea because I was.
So this is your school sport?
No, so we were the Mud Turtles, Union County. We were.
It's a great name.
We won nationals. We were like actually dirt nasty.
So your township had a rugby team?
It was like Linden. So it was like like our county basically put a team together. Yeah. And like that's usually how it goes. And there's like the 17.
But like overseas, the high schools will have it, right?
What do you mean? Like for like I think they have the USA national team. Like if they're
I'm saying like overseas, if you go to like New Zealand or something, they're probably gonna have it like for the high school team. I would
assume.
I feel like Norway, bro, would have it.
Norway, yeah.
You know, I mean,
all the Polynesian area.
Yeah.
Australia's good. Pretty sure like Ireland's good. Like those ones are nice. But I mean, I know I was under the impression that the USA team was pretty good. We're pretty good at everything. I just think we're good at everything.
Yeah, but no pads. It's fucking.
No, dude,
it's a little different.
Well, that's the thing. Like it was like I think like my 2nd month doing it. And they brought in like a British team like July. It was literally like July 3rd.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, we beat these guys in like the Revolutionary War.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know the rules. Like I hurdled one kid. You can't do that. So
You can't hurdle somebody.
Nah, because they were going. Because I was so much bigger than everyone.
Because you could hurt their neck or something. I don't know.
I don't know what the rules were, but like I got in trouble for it. Like I didn't get penalty or anything like that, but I got a penalty when I clotheslined a kid. I absolutely dropped this dude. Like I didn't know. Like,
So how can you take somebody down?
So you gotta like.
I feel like clothesline might be a little obvious though.
You want to
Probably
like
can't do that.
No, yeah, that was dirt nasty though.
It was just probably too available.
Dude,
You're like, did you fuck him up good though? Did you like flip?
He was out. Like I think they literally took him
Yeah.
to like, a hospital. But like, I didn't feel good about it. I mean, I just didn't really know the rules. But they say to I think tackle your head behind their leg because if you jump like if they're running this way right and you're coming like meeting them, if your face is in front of their body, like their knees can nail you in the face. So I'm pretty sure they say put your head behind them. I mean, usually like when I'm tackling someone, I'm just using my size and like wrapping them. But
That's what I would do. I'd wrap him up.
I got in trouble like because like if I grab a kid and doesn't go down, like I'll lift him and like not suplex him, but definitely drop him. Like you're not. I don't think you're allowed to do that either. Oh. I mean, I broke a lot of rules. My first year playing it, and like I would just using my athleticism and stuff.
Swing single every time, end up on the back. I swear.
I mean, it was weird though. So if you get tackled, right, it's not like it's a play like in football. It doesn't like restart. Like you cover the ball and like either put it to your side and they ruck over you. You ever seen that when they like cover the guy? It's like
Really they're like interlocking the shoulders, right?
Yeah, like well, there's that, but then there's also like if you get tackled, you can only step over that guy, like where his body is, and like whoever wins and pushes over the guy's body takes the ball. It's like a really weird like game of like push and force. It's really strange.
What stops the plays?
If it goes out of bounds, penalty. It's continuous.
So the plays are pretty long.
Yeah.
More like a soccer instead of like a football, like stop and
like
go.
That, yeah. So like
soccer pace.
Soccer pace, yeah.
If you get tackled, you keep going. Like
that's right. You just pitch it, right, or something.
Yeah, like if you throw it to the side.
What's it called? Pitching, right?
I think it might be called a pitch. I don't know.
We're just making shit up.
Like laterally, bro.
Lateral pitch.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's behind you and all that. I was an inside.
So you can't throw it forward.
No forward. You have to drop it. It has like some guys like if you get like a breakaway almost.
Yeah.
Like they'll drop it. It has to touch once and you kick it ahead of you and then you just sprint after it and pick it up. Some guys do that shit. If you're fast, I wasn't very fast, but if you get tackled, the play keeps going, and like your teammates will cover you, and then you'll push it between your legs, and then I think an inside center or whoever take it and then pass it out, and that's when like you start running forward again, and then it just keeps going.
Yeah, damn, that sounds like something I'd definitely give a shot.
Yo, if you're athletic and you got balls, like you can play the game.
I feel like if I had to tackle somebody, I would definitely try to do it technically and not.
You know, do it fireman's, bro.
No, I'd like fucking. Honestly, I'd probably just die for an ankle.
Well, that's what like kids were doing.
Roll the legs.
They would be like taking out my knees because I was like I would get low as shit.
Yeah, you're probably way bigger than everybody.
Yeah, and I was getting low as fuck, so they couldn't tackle me whatsoever.
Yeah,
and like they were like, "Fuck it, let's just cut his knees out." So that's when I just started hurtling people, and then I was getting in trouble, and I was like, "What the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah,
hit a spin move? Like I mean, I could do that, but like, don't."
I'll definitely jump over.
It was pretty. Like my dad has like some film of me. We were playing right by the beach. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I think I can't remember where it was. It was some tournament, and he was recording, and you see me like sprinting, and this like little fucking kid, like beelining it for me, like head on. And I was about to truck him, and I see him like lowering his shoulder. And I was like, oh fuck this, beautifully like a gazelle, just jump over this kid.
Wow.
And then they're like blowing the whistles. I was like, I was about to score. Like there was no one else there. I was about to score a try. Like it was probably be a highlight. Could have sent it to, like ESPN, be on there, but.
Wow.
Completely cock blocked by that fucking guy.
Dude, I saw when I was playing football, I must have been like 12 years old in middle school. And I saw one kid get hit just like, it just ruined me. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So the kid, my teammate picked this kid like pretty much straight up in the air. And another teammate came across, like he was pretty much like an RKO, but he hit him with his shoulder. You know what I mean? Right, so while the kid was in the air coming forward, he hit him with his shoulder, and just like and he's in the air, he just twisted.
It's probably down for a minute at least, like 5 minutes out.
Fuck that. I don't know. I feel like I would just look at like the worst case scenario. That's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, football is like they got so many rules now with like how you hit someone and like all that shit. Like they really because like there was all that like problems with like brain injuries and stuff like that. Like that's a big thing.
A lot of CTE, bro.
A lot of CTE. Yeah.
Facts.
That stuff going on. So
Were you guys ever worried you're gonna get CTE one day?
absolutely not.
Nah, I've never got a
Alright.
concussion.
You've never had a concussion, bro?
Knock on wood, real quick.
I got a concussion once, and I was dazed and confused. Like I think it was when we were back at College Ave gym, and like I think tried scrambling someone. Like they took like a low single, and I jumped them or like a single or something like that, and I went over their back and like wasn't strong enough. And they just lifted me and I hit my head and like I like tried to open my eyes and like all the lights were like bright as hell. I like tried standing up and I was dizzy. My coach was like, "Okay, all right, everyone."
I mean, I've had a couple of those. I don't think that's concussion.
No, it's definitely concussion.
Definitely like a minor concussion, bro.
Nah. Depends on how you look at it.
Well, I
How do
couldn't.
you look at it?
When I got up, I was like,
Eyes wide open.
Brain bruise, bro.
Brain bruise.
I was out of it. Like I didn't really know what happened. I was like, "Where am I?" I was like, "Okay, I know where I am." And I was like, "Why?" Like where I got hit didn't hurt. It was like a different part of my head where it hurt. And they were like, "Okay."
Nah, my head didn't hurt. I was just like a
And then they did
little days.
did the eye thing, and they were like, "Yeah, you're fucked up."
Fucked up.
And I was like, "Great." I was out for like 3 weeks with
Nick,
concussion.
you ever get hit in the head, bro, and get really nauseous?
Nah.
Okay.
No, his head's so.
I think I've caught a couple of hits. You know, I've caught a couple of, like when I'm going for a single and the kid's kicking out and the heel
that shit.
catches you in the face. I've caught a couple of that like in the chin. I'd be like, oh, what
Who's
the
the guy
fuck?
from,
little days, but nothing.
Magic
like
Man. What's his name? USA wrestler. Just
fucking David Taylor.
David Taylor was wrestling against, I think, a guy from not Israel, Iranian guy, and the guy did a kick out, and from one angle it looked like he was being soft and like it didn't hit him, and then like a different angle, literally looked like a perfect like
Rocked him.
Up
I think I saw
and he
this.
was
He
like-
stunned him a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I saw this.
pretty sure like dude had a concussion and he
Yeah,
still won.
bro. One of the best scramblers out there, bro.
He's filthy.
If he gets a crotch like on you, it's
Oh,
like,
dude,
you're
like
going on.
I don't know why. Like I saw like Burrows like when he hit that low single on him, like
Yeah.
towards the edge, and like he like kind of sits the corner almost, and like locks up that one cradle. Like he fakes that he's gonna like throw you over, like hip block you, and then he like locks up the meanest cradle. Stuff's nasty.
Bro, everything happens so fast in wrestling. There's no time to think.
That's a big thing I learned with like jujitsu. Jujitsu's like you'll stay in like a full guard for like a couple seconds, maybe because I'm just not that good yet. Like,
no,
But,
it's
like-
how it is.
sometimes you're just like there. Like in wrestling, kids are like fucking
Yeah,
moving. And they're like, oh, he's stalling.
stalling. Yeah, the thing is, you could really get hit for stalling in like 10
Wrestling?
minutes, 10 seconds. You get hit with stalling call.
You're beat, yeah. I mean, if you get just pushed out of bounds, like in jiu-jitsu, if you get pushed out of bounds, what happens?
They put you back in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
If you
it.
get pushed out of bounds one time, that's a stall warning.
Yeah.
And then if you get pushed out again,
point.
That's a point.
Yeah.
And if it keeps going, you can get disqualified. It's crazy.
Yeah, but jiu-jitsu needs more rules like that, man. Especially
Yeah.
for fucking stalling.
I got hit with stalling,
Bro, I
Oh,
remember
in-
not too long
Yeah.
ago in Texas, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
I
that
got
shit
hit with
pissed me off,
stalling.
man.
I literally, the kid was a great athlete, good kid. But he's pulling guard, right? Just sitting there pulling guard, which is, I don't know.
hate that
It
shit.
depends who you ask. So that might be stalling already. But so I get stuck in guard. I explode up, get out, go back in, and do this same thing like another like 2 times in the next 45 seconds, right? On the third time, I go explode into him, right? And I get a body lock with my knees inside. I put his heel to his butt, and I'm trying to pass, right? So I body lock pass, trying to get around, and they hit me with stalling. I was like, what? And in my mind, like if I get to that position, like guaranteed a pass. You
You're
know what I mean? I'm
working,
definitely
you're
going to get
working,
points.
you're working,
Yes, and I'm in a dominant position, and I have not only a body lock, but I have his elbow pinned and his heel to his ass, and I'm fucking walking around the outside. And him was stalling. I was like, I don't understand. And then they did it again, like after I released them, exploded up, and tried to pass like faster. Fucking hit me again. So I was like, I don't even know.
That's the one thing with like jiu-jitsu world. Like I don't understand like how there's not like a international like not league or like some kind of ordinance.
Yeah,
that, like,
they had IBJJF is like the biggest, most well known.
But every
Yeah, but
tournament-
that's not professional.
Every tournament.
IBJJF?
Yeah, because you have to pay. They're not paying you, except for now the
okay.
black belts. I think they pay them a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Because I know like for worlds you get like 7 Gs.
That must have been in the past like year or two.
Most
you know?
likely, yeah.
But
They're
prior,
like the biggest international organization. They do all the biggest tournaments in Brazil. I mean, all over Europe and shit.
You're saying like every tournament is different.
but that's only IBJJF. Everything
Yeah,
else
yeah.
is all different.
Like, that's fucked. Like what?
Yeah. So you not only do you get tons of different refs, but you get tons of different
Is there review
rule
calls?
sets.
Is there review calls? Or anything?
Fuck no, they don't give a fuck,
see,
bro.
like,
You don't
that's-
get everything calls fine. Look at like we had a guy Craig Jones. The guy literally the ref tapped for the kid.
I saw that.
Yeah, the ref was just like he called a verbal tap
Because he got like a gut, like he let out air. I remember this.
yeah, he was literally just exhaling.
Yeah.
And the ref called verbal tap, and they didn't even overturn. They didn't even overturn it. It's crazy.
Like, yeah, we'll give you a rematch.
He
The thing is, you fuck up somebody's name, somebody's
Yeah.
reputation
Yeah,
like that,
'cause
because
no.
people don't see the what
see
happened
the
in the
headline,
match.
the headline.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they see the headline. That's it.
Or the stats, bro, too.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know, like that
exactly.
goes in as the sub.
He posted that Instagram of, with the Will Smith face. That was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, so every little tournament, there's like, I can think of like 6 off the bat, bro. They all have their own rule sets. So there's no fucking real universal. The most universal is IBJJF, but it's also like a rule set made for gi. So it's made for like, the traditional like outfit and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever Craig Jones competes, he has like the memes ready. Like
Yeah.
that Will Smith meme that he dropped. It was like.
Nice.
I was like, did you have this in the bank already, bro?
How soon after did he post? I saw it, but like I didn't know how
It was
long
like he
after.
walked off the mat and posted it. It was like immediately.
Christ.
I was dying.
I don't know. I mean,
That's how you market yourself right there.
he's taking a loss like a man. Usually when I take a loss, I'm pretty fucking.
Yeah, I try not to cut myself, honestly.
Dude, if I take a loss, I'm fucking pissed as shit. Like I'm ready to scrap someone. I mean, I should have let it out on the mat, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like I know you have aspirations of competing and stuff, but one thing I can say for coming from wrestling to jiu-jitsu is just like, go half the speed. I swear.
Yeah, no,
Bro, the less you try, the better you're gonna do. It's crazy.
I practice now, like I'm like, because like when we're in the room, bro. From the beginning, like we warm up and everything.
In
like that.
wrestling, it's a 2-hour practice, but you're pretty much going live the 2 hours. Like you're killing
Motherfuckers
yourself.
are going hard. Even when
Yeah.
we're trying to do technique, I hate going with kids.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing technique and they're fucking
Bro, they
making it hard. I want to punch people.
Leo will stand next to us and like tell us like, listen, you guys gotta go like 80% like the whole time.
I'm like,
Like
dude,
he'll fucking make us go live.
I was like, I just started this fucking sport. I don't know what this is. Like I don't know how to do this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good though, because like in a match, like you're going against a guy like that.
Yeah.
In jiu-jitsu, like you're not going.
The thing is, if you're going, your practice, you're going pretty hard for those 2 hours. What's a 6-minute match? You know what I mean? You can let out that much. You can expend that much energy in those 2 hours for that amount of time. In mentally, what's a 6 or 10 minute match? No big deal.
I don't know. Once you step on that mat though, it's something else, dude. Because you're feeling like you'll catch a win. Like when I was at the rack,
Yeah.
like I know I'm exhausted. Like I look up and I'll see everyone cheering. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck this. I can do this for an hour.
Oh, that's good. A lot of people
I'll
get
do-
taken the other way. A lot of
I'll
people
do
get
this for 2
anxious.
fucking hours.
Yeah.
No, like once I'll be honest. I like wrestled for like a very selfish reason. Like I loved the glory.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
the
that's the
idea.
fucking right. Yeah,
I
love winning. That's how it is.
Because some people have that like question, like, oh, do you hate losing more than you love winning? Like, which one is it? I just fucking love winning. All I want to do is
Don't think about losing.
I just want to fucking win.
Yeah.
I love glory. Like that's the whole thing. Like, I want to do, and like getting your hand raised. Like the only reason why you get your hand raised is because your own mentality and the work that you put in before that.
Word.
And you literally just dominated someone else.
Yeah.
So I love that. Like the whole thing. And jiu-jitsu is a whole other thing. Like you're making a man completely tap the fuck out, and like
Yeah.
that's why it feels like really good.
Yeah, bro. I feel like
Definitely.
You almost kill people sometimes, bro.
Really?
Rear
That's
what I'm
naked
saying. Really,
choke.
though.
They don't tap.
Well, that last
Fucking
time I was
AJ.
here, I felt really bad. Like I Kimura a guy. Sick shit. I love doing that. Tapping
Yeah.
people out, dude. Because usually, like, first couple practices,
Feels different, bro.
I was getting worked.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I was on my feet, it felt good. When, like, John was like, all right, get on your feet. I was like, all right, now I'm going to fuck someone up. And I was up against this purple belt dude. And I guess he didn't know I wrestled. And, like, I had an overtie. And, like, I faked a snap. And I fucking foot sweeped him to his head. And John was like, very good, very good.
Very good.
I was like, yeah. I was like, let's go. But, yeah, like,
That's how it is too. Very good. Very good.
it felt good. And I just knew at that time, I was like, all right, this can definitely be something. Because that's like how you wrestle in jiu-jitsu. Or
Yeah.
like how you do it. You're big. Like I watch a lot of your matches and stuff like that. You're big, like aggressive. Like you almost like have the perfect mix of jiu-jitsu and like wrestling. Cause
Bro, Nick never stops working, man.
no, and
Yeah, he's the last person to get a fucking stolen
people
call,
at
bro.
AECC. You broke like a lot of guys
Mentally.
Like, yeah. Like
I went in there. That was my game plan. Everybody's asking me, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I was like, I'm going to fuck these guys up.
I'm
going to break everyone.
Do you get that? Like, you almost get like a, I don't know if it's my natural like instinct of just being fucking, I'm not saying I'm an alpha, but like as a male, just like, if you feel someone breaking and you're just fucking beating
I just get
up,
more energy. More tired you get, the less tired I get. Like, I fucking taking your fucking soul. I love it.
Sometimes
I
I
like too much.
I fake that. Like I faked it. I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Because like I know
I've done this too.
Because if a guy starts getting his locomotives going, and he's like, oh, this guy's breaking, and then you fucking
take that hope away.
You completely reverse it and just blow it up on him. He's like, oh fuck, I'm done. Because he was like getting ready to like go and like,
Let him get a little bit of ground. Let him get in on a shot, and just fucking shut him down. Oh, I love it.
Something nice. But like, yeah, that whole thing. Second wins. I didn't think that was a real thing, but like,
it is. It is. Also, second win in the sense is like, I know when I was wrestling, we'd have like a live match before the tournament. You know, like we get our first win, we get tired of shit.
You blow your lungs out. We blow our lungs out. Like we do like for like our matches. I mean, I don't like it because like I'm a heavyweight and I hate having to get like tired.
Yeah, tired.
They make you like do like these little kids like 125 pounds. Like they can work a lot more than I can work.
Yeah,
and it's different. But like that's just me being lazy. But like Coach Leo,
it really is though.
Yeah,
it really is though. It's just you being lazy.
Yeah, no,
damn.
Yeah, we can do that shit.
They make me do it.
Exactly. You can do it.
And I'm glad that I do it.
It takes more effort, but it fucking gets you there.
Yeah, because like I break a full sweat and I'm completely like out of breath.
In the first 5 minutes, these little kids are fucking flying by us.
The only thing that I don't like about like our preseason is that I have to run the same distance as these little fucks.
We guys doing 5 miles?
It was something. It's a lot. Like when we run boats, like it's like a. Have you seen at the football stadium? There's the two U's. It's like where like they.
It's a huge stadium.
It's a huge stadium.
Did you say like, run boats?
So we call them boats.
Okay.
'Cause it's like almost like an arc, like how a boat looks.
Yeah.
So there's like there's the football stadium, and like if you're on the outside of the stadium, there's like the parking lot, and then if you go down, there's another level that you can get on like the 18 or whatever that is, and it's like 100 yards up at like a 45-degree incline. Like it's fucking legit. Like it's pretty tough. And we run those. We run like 6 of those boats, and like I'm doing all this shit, and then I have a lot more weight, and like I don't know how the whole thing works. Like,
you get shin splints?
It's just getting me better. No, I haven't ever gotten that. I've gotten the shoes that we got this year from Adidas. I don't wear them, but they're like very flat, and they fuck up my arch, and like running would kill me. And then I had like almost like turf toe from them.
Oh wow!
Couldn't do that, but I guess it did. Maybe I did actually have shin splints this year. Is that like when your front of your like like the muscles almost like really
the muscle
hurting?
And the bones the bones could even get fucked up. I had shin splints real bad.
It's from the shoes though. I think it's really just from like what you wear as a shoe.
I don't know. I think it's like for me it was like going from not running at all to running 5 miles every other day. Like it was that's exactly what it was. Like we had our preseason started in like late August, and we just started off, every other morning we're at 5 a.m. we're going 5 miles. And that was like terrible. Like we had kids quit the team because not only were they didn't want to run, but like they couldn't walk because of their like kids were on crutches because of the shin splints that were so bad. Like for me, I had to fucking run with my toes in the air. Like my shin splints were so bad. It was terrible to walk, let alone run. But I had to run with my toes like kind of in the air and on my heels just to relieve some of the pressure from the front of my shin. And I fucking got through it, but it was fucking terrible, and we probably should have never done it.
So we moved from College Drive to Livy. We have that new beautiful facility.
Yeah.
So, but what we would do is like this preseason, we'd still run to the football stadium. So we'd be running like on 18 almost basically like we run through Bush. Well, we'd be on Livy, run through Bush, get to the stadium, and then we'd do our shit. Those shoes hurt so bad that I literally just tossed them.
Wow.
Like on the way there, and we're just running barefoot in my fucking socks because I was like, fuck this. I don't care. Like, I'd rather it just hurt.
Probably better than bad shoes.
Yeah, because if you have bad shoes, like my whole foot was hurting, like toes, shins, the whole fucking 9 yards. But like if I'm running with socks, like it's the most natural thing you can fucking get.
Yeah, for
worst
sure.
Worst thing that happens is I get blisters maybe, or like.
Depends how good your socks are.
We get the Adidas socks. Yeah, those things are tight.
Yeah,
fuck them heavy.
I don't even fuck with socks. Honestly, I'm a sandal kind of guy.
So you wear sandals and no socks?
Yeah, you're supposed to wear sandals.
Have you
socks
seen
with sandals?
when we
Like
roll?
the slips, like Nike slips.
Well, I wear them both. Well, I mean, with the like thong sandals and
He has
flip-flops,
has
though.
that
flip flop.
tan.
Oh, flip flops
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sandals.
yeah.
Ah, same shit.
He's got that
It's-
tan line. Like when we roll, like I look at his feet and I'm like,
Yeah, these boys are. Yeah, come on,
I'm
dog.
like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, I spend a lot more time at the beach than you do. I know that for facts.
Yeah, I just be walking my dog like 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
so
Leo gets work, man. He gets a lot of exercise.
trying to get him
bro.
all swole.
Yo, so would you wear those like fucking shoes that look like socks?
Oh, the ones that like have the webs on them,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the toe thing. Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna get bullied. I don't know who the fuck would wear those. You gotta be.
I don't know who's gonna bully you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but like my teammates are gonna bust my balls.
Yeah,
for that shit.
yeah.
But also this year we can't. Like we used to like.
Yeah, but if that might be better for running. I mean, don't like the triathlon people wear that shit.
I think. I mean, I'll be honest. Like I remember my cousin had it, and I was like, "What?" And I was a little kid, and I was like, "What the fuck is
Yeah.
he wearing?" Personally, I
Yeah.
wouldn't wear them.
I mean,
it might be very.
I don't mind
beneficial.
running barefoot.
I mean, I don't.
That might be better.
I don't really choose to do that. That was kind of like.
I don't choose to run at all, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't ran in so long.
I don't know. I've been getting. I'll be honest. Like running now, like. We
You
were
fast?
Yeah, 40 maybe. Not after 40 yards. I can tell you that. Definitely slow down.
I don't even know if I'm exposed.
I'm exposed. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm good. Like for a couple of steps, and then I definitely start. You can see I start declining like towards.
Yeah.
Like, I get off my first like 5 steps.
I'm more of a long distance runner for sure, though. Naturally,
What do you mean like long distance? Like
like my 3 miles probably better than my 40.
Yeah, what's the longest you guys ever ran? Like distance wise?
5 miles.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's pretty diesel.
probably like 9.
5.
honestly.
I ran 5 miles and did 100 pull-ups and 500 sit-ups.
But if I'm doing that like 9 mile, like I'm like planning for it. Like,
Yeah.
Like
Preparing, bro.
yeah, no, because that's not fucking true.
do you guys have any like weird workouts that you had to do? Like,
Oh, we
like,
do triathlon every year. We
Yeah.
do that. So
you do
Oh,
a
damn,
triathlon?
It's not. It's obviously not as long.
Yeah, yeah.
But what we do is my freshman year, I was like, they're like, all right, because if whoever comes in, the first 8 guys, the fastest guys, like you get like we have like fake like awards or whatever, but like you keep that award for the year. It's like this really cool thing we do. It's like because it gives you incentive to like
Yeah,
go
yeah,
hard.
for sure.
But like the lower guys go first, and then it's the middle guys and the upper guys. I've never done well. I'm a good swimmer, but swimming after running, not good. Biking, fucking savage on that shit because that's just, especially the new bikes that we got. Like it's just easy, like using my weight. But yeah, we start off with swimming, and like we got the lifeguards there and everything like that. And like we had a kid, I'm not gonna mention names. If he listens to this, he's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Didn't know how to fucking swim.
Damn.
And you gotta, what's like Olympic one way down? Do you know what that is?
Maybe 100 yards, bro?
Yeah, so we had to do, I think we got to do either 5 there, 5 back. So 10 in total, or it's 10 there and 10 back. Can't remember which one it is. But you're gassed. You're definitely tired after that. You would think like swimming, like if you go to the beach, you're like in the water a lot. But like when you're like having to swim, like that shit's fucking ass. And then when you get out of the water, I think you got to do push-ups, like 10 push-ups, and then you go back, and then it's like that. So that's why they have it breaking up. But then we have to, we run like a park loop. I don't think you've ever done that with us, but
No.
it's like a college ad.
I skip all that shit. I just go for live.
Yeah, and then you fucking grab me, and I'm gassed. Just get me better.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
And we run a park loop, which is probably like 1.5 miles, 2 miles maybe, right after we swim. And then you go on a bike, and then I think you bike full sprint, like 3 or 5 miles. Can't remember which one it is, but usually I'd make up time. Oh, yeah, that was a big background sound. I was trying to figure out what the fuck that was.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, wondering, I didn't know if that was like echoing or something.
Rookie mistake. It's okay.
But yeah, it's definitely a fun experience doing that.
Yeah, college is fucking interesting, man. It's a party time. So you're not a frat kid, but you live with frat kids. That's got to be a interesting combo because you're
the benefits, bro,
You're
you know?
yeah, maybe you're essentially living the life of a professional athlete, but it's just everybody in your house is a party master, pretty much, right? Nobody has
They're not crazy.
not too crazy.
Funny thing is, well, my roommate, absolute savage, love the kid.
Yeah,
He's like
savage how way.
He goes hard. But he's a really good kid. I love him more than anything. I met him my freshman year in the dorms. He lived like 2 doors down. I've been like best friends with him ever since. But we had this thing when we weren't living in 36, because that's where my house is now, 36 Gilden, called it Rimbo Fest. So that's his alter ego when he's drunk.
What's his name?
Rimbo.
Rimbo.
Yeah, his name is Jim, so he said Jimbo, and then his alter ego is
He's
Rimbo.
hammered. It's Rimbo.
Dude, he's a different.
Only gives rim jobs. Is that why?
No, he's just a different fucking breed. Like,
Different breed.
oh my god, dude. Like he's there. Like you're looking at him. You know, like lights on.
He's got shark eyes, bro.
Basically,
You know what I mean? Look shark in the eyes, bro, and he just nothing there.
Yeah, no soul.
No soul, bro. No soul.
Damn.
Yeah, but the kid goes fucking hard, and he always has a good time, and he's always like in a good mood. Honestly, that's another good thing about
Does
him.
he remember it though?
I don't think so.
No.
He's a really bad habit. My brother's frat house. So he was my brother's fraternity. Really bad habit of sleeping on the floor. And frat house.
Oh my
floors,
God.
disgusting.
That's gross.
And we try to get him up. He's like a big kid. He's like 200, I don't know, like 240 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
And you try moving him, you're not moving him. And like one time he fell asleep like on like near the bathroom where it was like really gross. So we were like, okay, we can't do this. And we put like a blanket down and like rolled him over and put him like a pillow on his head. And we're like, wow, this dude's gonna regret this.
Yo, I would have woke his ass up and be like, yo, you too damn big to be falling asleep around here.
Yo, but he did it a lot. Like this is like a multiple like.
He just get blackout drunk, and then some.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. He definitely has a good time. The one time, my one TikTok that blew up, like 10,000 likes on it, got like 150,000 views.
Did they keep it? Did TikTok keep it or they delete it?
That one they kept, yeah.
Yeah.
Kept it. He's passed out, and I had him those ammonia salts or ammonia inhalants or whatever.
Yeah.
And like it's me, and I like see me crack it, and like go on him, and this dude's like out, like completely out. He must have slept there overnight on the couch, and he goes like a deep one, and he was like, and he like got up real quick and like got the fuck up, and it was just hysterical. Dude was up with his day. Like he did not go back down. You ever had one of those things? I fucking love those things.
No, I've seen him around there, like especially in the lifting world.
Yeah. Before like I like tried to do a PR or something. Like right when like I always wait until the beat drops. Also,
Word.
like right before the like it's like building up, but it's like maybe like 5 seconds out. Like if I'm doing like a bench PR, when I was doing my bench PR, like I hit like 345. Like, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We didn't have the crackers, but we had like it's a container. It's got it in there. Like you mix water with it or something like that, and some chemical reaction happens. It's like 5 seconds before, and literally, I'm like, let's fucking going. Like,
Does that work though?
Absolutely. I don't know what the fuck it does, but it gets you hyped.
It just gets your adrenaline. Maybe like spike something.
I think it's got to do something.
Spike your adrenaline.
Neurological.
Sparks your brain up, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Either way, it gets me fucking amped.
I've never tried anything. Do you use like straps and stuff when you lift?
No, absolutely not.
No, right? Okay, that's good. A lot of people use straps and they're like going for PRs and stuff. It's like you can't lift that much if you can't hold it.
I can see if guys are like they're pulling like 700 pounds.
If you can't pick it up with your hands,
well, like if you're doing,
don't do it.
If you're doing like competition, some of them let you do it, some of them don't let you do it. But like the same thing. Like you ever seen like the bodysuits, the guys that squat?
Oh, the slings and stuff.
No. So there's the slingshot. That goes around your elbows.
Then it's like a singlet that you wear.
In high school, I was like sophomore year. I was barely able to bench like 225.
Yeah,
I wasn't even 225 club yet, and like I put like the slingshot on, and I repped it for like 6. And I was like, oh
wow.
I was like, I'm a stud. I was like, I can do this easy, and I threw up 225 like a few days later by itself, and I just got stuck, and I was like, fuck.
So you think it helped your strength or just helped you cheat?
So I mean, I think there's also I definitely
cheat is what it is. It's cheating the bar out pretty much.
No, it's so
right?
like it helps you on your so at the bottom of your rep, it's mostly like chest, and then when you're extending here and like locking it out, it's mostly triceps.
Yeah.
So I guess it's working mostly your triceps because it's like bands. You ever like lifted with bands?
Yes.
Like deadlifted with bands. So it's like lighter at the bottom and at the top. Since it's more stretch, it's more resistance pulling down.
Yeah.
Like it's helping you in your lockout. It's basically the opposite of that. Like your lockout's getting harder, but the bottom of the pocket you're getting out of.
Yeah.
So
you do a lot of Olympic lifts.
Yeah. I mean, that's like basically how we like used to like bench squat, deadlift. Like if you think that's it is, I don't do snatch, none of that shit. Like that's fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, I do hang clean stuff like that because that's just a good like compound explosive movement. Like I like that. That's like fun stuff. But I ain't putting stuff over my head like that and squatting it because that just seems not realistic.
No.
I don't think my shoulders are meant to move like that.
Not at all.
One of my buddies just started doing it, and he's like, the ways his shoulders move just doesn't look natural. Like I don't know. Like imagine putting your hands like really wide, like past your shoulders, and then throwing 225 pounds, and then locking it completely out, and then squatting it.
That just sounds like an injury.
Sounds like I'm gonna tear something in my elbow.
Sounds like you blow your shoulder out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but their technique, I think like that kind of lifting is really technique based.
I have the worst shoulders this country's ever seen.
Bro, don't you have like
I
no
could never do
labrums
that.
anymore?
I have no labrums, no ECs.
So
no,
you said
no
you didn't,
rotator cuffs.
you didn't have surgery, right?
No. I had
Just PT.
yeah, I just literally just went
That'll
on
work, though. That'll
yeah,
work.
I just went on YouTube and look up rehab for all these injuries and just did all those exercises. Why would I pay some fucking dude to tell me how to do these? Just Google it. If you want to know something,
Google it, bro.
Google it. You know what I mean? You don't need college. You need NickyRod All Access and Google.
Yeah. I mean, the PRP though was definitely like probably the most.
But did it benefit you for a long period of time?
Yeah, it was actually.
So the injury didn't come back.
I'll be honest. That's the most incredible procedure I ever had done in my life.
And it's just a shot, right?
It's the most painful shot you ever have in your life, and then the next day you can't move. There's so much inflammation.
I don't like that.
So it takes platelets, right? It takes your blood and it spins it really fast, and there's like the platelets and shit like that, and whatever white blood cells or something. Take that when you have a tear, your body's like immune response is like put like white blood cells I think there or something like that, and that's why it gets inflamed, stuff like that. So basically, it does that, and it creates scar tissue.
Yeah.
When like something like I don't think your labor makes scar tissue on its own, so it goes right next to it, directly puts your body's like natural response.
How bad was your tear?
It's a partial tear, both my shoulders.
Both your shoulders. Yeah, so same. But were you dislocating at all?
It was like popping, like it would sound weird, like when I was wrestling.
Yeah.
I feel like I got an underhook, like
Mine's a yeah. I mean, all day.
stuff. It definitely sounds weird, but like
Trying to pop it out now, bro?
No, I'll just be relaxing sometimes and it'll like click itself back in.
no, it'll do that. I mean, it doesn't hurt though when it's like I never got it to where it was completely coming out and I need someone to pop back in, but it was definitely weird. And I was like, ooh, I did not like that. If I was wrestling, like I get it, like feel weird.
Yeah, no, mine's will dislocate. I only had to relocate it once. I never had somebody do it, but I like it was maybe the second time that I ever dislocated. I had to like put my arm straight down. I was standing up and I just hunched over, like put my arm straight down, and it went itself back in. Yeah, and I was able to finish the match. But yeah, that was the only time it like really like kind of came fully out of socket. Every other time it kind of just my muscles cinched up after it dislocated, and I was like, it was good a few minutes later.
Yeah, I never had anything dislocate like that. I mean, knock on wood. Okay, jinx my fucking self, but
Go blow your shit out after in practice today.
not gonna do that. Definitely not gonna do that. But yeah, the day after I got the PRP done, like woke up and like I was kind of like out of it, and like I tried getting up and I physically couldn't because both my shoulders had been like done, and like the procedure itself was like 11 out of 10. Well, my shoulders were like 8 because like your shoulders have more ability to like open up. Your knees though, he told me before, he was like it's gonna feel like I'm tearing every single muscle in your knee.
That doesn't sound.
But it
Like,
worked.
think about it. Oh, it worked
Okay.
beautifully.
So was it worth it, bro?
Absolutely worth it.
Okay.
It was like I think it was like $800 too, or something like $500, something like that. Not that
That's
bad.
not bad.
But like you're supposed to get like 3 different. So
What happened to your knee again?
partial tear of my quad tendon where it went into my I think my knee somewhere there, and then like
Sounds like you need more meat in your diet.
maybe I eat a lot of meat though.
Do you?
Shit ton.
You eat your body weight at least?
I'll go like
protein.
So it's like what I think it's like 1.2 grams of protein for my weight. So it's like it's like 1 gram I guess per
1 gram per pound bare minimum.
Yeah, that's what I do usually.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's like maintaining though. If you're gaining, you gotta go like 1.4.
I'm not really worried. I'm pretty big enough. I'm all right with that.
You could be like Brock Lesnar, but with a tan.
Dude, that guy was so juiced up.
Right?
If I'm
How tall is he? He's probably 6'4", right?
Yeah, 6'5".
Dude,
He's
if
a
I'm-
big fucking dude. Yo, he was the only guy to ever have not fit in the UFC gloves. They had to make him like triple XL fucking UFC gloves, bro.
Yeah, but if
Terrifying.
if a mosquito bit him, bro, it probably would
He'd probably die.
die.
Or double in size. Or
double in size. And we
blew the fuck up.
super fucking mosquitoes.
Mosquito bites him and gets fucking neck muscles.
Yeah, dude. Like that guy was. I don't know how he did
Mosquito
it.
with traps.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a really good like wrestler and fighter.
yeah.
He's
Didn't
also-
hurt, but he was on a lot of shit.
No,
You know?
listen, his goal when he was fighting was to just run forward and get this guy down to the mat and punch his face.
He just manhandled guys.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him just toss 260-pound men like it was nothing.
I was watching a clip the other day where he was in a fight and he like pushed a guy against a cage and sprinted towards him. I was like, oh my god! Like, if I saw that
think I
running
saw
towards me.
that. It was like a replay. It's like I think I was watching maybe the heavyweight ones or like best finishes, something like that.
Yeah.
But he was beating the fuck out of this dude. Fuck wasn't his stuff. But he didn't knock the guy out, I don't think. It was.
Would he ever fight DC?
No, I don't think so. I think DC would work him.
Yeah, because DC's really good at wrestling.
Smart. He's a DC smart guy. He's technical.
But he's tiny
DC's
compared
fighting.
to him.
DC fighting on Saturday.
Stipe, right?
Stipe,
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
Dude.
You guys got to pick, bro.
What's his name? Mioch.
Yeah, Stipe Miocic.
I think so. I think.
Is that the guy that beat him before for the belt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro,
I think
Stipe knocked
DC
his ass
wins.
out, bro. It was bad.
I think DC wins, yo.
I saw the replay.
I think DC needs to fucking take this motherfucker down, take his bag, and put him to sleep.
Bro, Stipe took him down their last fight.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you gotta return the favor now.
yeah.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. I think he's been focusing on. My opinion. I think he's probably been focusing on wrestling and jujitsu. I know. Buchesh is training at AKA now, so he probably knows some good submissions now. So he's gonna say, all right, this guy took me on last time. I can never let this happen again. Take this motherfucker down and kill him with a submission. And if you're on top of Miocic, for Daniel Cormier, it's gonna be hard to get off. Look at that weight he's got. You know, he's thick, but he has a hard base. Like guys like that, because right now he has the shape of like an Orlando Sanchez, obviously a lot smaller, but similar shape with the
Center
short.
of gravity's
Yeah,
all fucked
exactly.
up. I hate
So
that shit.
not only is he a fantastic wrestler, his center of gravity is going to be so much thicker than it usually is. So I think if he takes down, gets on top of Stipe, it's going to be a problem.
Like wrestling a guy like you, because it's almost like it's symmetrical, and if you're wrestling someone who's like fucking fat, like all their weight is around their hips, and it's like it feels fucking weird. Like you're trying to like move them.
Very hard. Like a cow trying to push a cow over.
Yeah, it's just the center of gravity is like fucked up, and it's just weird. That's like almost like when you just got to be like 10 times more explosive than them and just make once an object's in motion, it just knocks the dude over. I haven't seen what DC's been doing recently, like training wise, but I know that I was watching the replay of the belt when the guy took it from.
Yeah, that was a good fight. DC was winning the first 3 rounds.
The problem was
clean.
I kept seeing DC like drop his hands. He looked gassed, exhausted.
Yeah, that's I saw that as well, and I think he's going to lose a little bit of weight.
Does he do it on purpose? Like, does he keep that weight on purpose? Because I feel like there's no reason.
I think it's just no reason to lose it. Either he can start working harder and get better in that 5th round, or just cut 10 pounds and probably be okay. You know,
is he keeping it for a reason? Like, is there a weight?
It could just be his
just
body
keep
type,
his
bro.
weight up, or
no, it's not on purpose. He just likes the food and probably goes out to eat every night. You know,
he was fucking skinny in college. Like he was.
Yeah, they didn't make money, could afford fucking steakhouses, get thick. That's how it goes.
I mean, I haven't seen him. I mean, he would fucking mop me.
Oh, he's a fantastic wrestler. I mean, he does nothing but train all the time. Like,
Yeah, and he trains
he's
an
an active person.
Khabib's an AK, isn't it?
Yeah, AK. Yeah.
Yeah, brother boys, the
I would
boys.
love to see what they're like. Go to one of their practices because I've seen it. Like, they got a bunch of MMA guys in that gym. I mean, so do
Yeah, it's massive. Luke Rocco's there as well. with them.
Really, bro?
Yeah, AKA.
Damn.
he fucking kicked his ass. Fucking.
Did. It's fun.
Yo, he's making his return, bro.
I saw it. I hope he does well.
Yeah.
Make me look better.
Yeah,
If I actually hope he goes on straight rampage and wins the belt.
Yep.
And because I beat him,
take
it just makes me look so much better. Yeah, take the UFC belt. No, thank you.
Oh, you want him to go back to UFC? You're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying because I think Rocco's
yeah.
plans on fighting before the end of 2020. If he just did
It's
it
a good
wrong,
idea. Then him doing some jiu-jitsu and shit like that. That was a good idea.
yeah,
That's when the
that was
UFC
good.
came in, bro. I had a lot.
He went in there. He thought he was just gonna mop the floor with me. I was like,
Yeah.
I got you, dog. Let's have some fun.
Nah, there was that when the UFC Plus guys came in and they recorded me and you were
Yes.
dude, I was posting that. People were like, whoa.
Clout, bro.
I like this kid.
I came into practice. I was like, Espo, make sure you fucking get a haircut. I'm about to make you famous
Oh,
today.
yeah. I gelled my shit up. My coach was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, just let it go.
Let it go. Shaved everything.
I was like, let it go. Not yet. I had mad people swiping up. And they're like, yo, you're doing MMA now? And I was like, not yet.
Not yet.
I was like, but
In the right room, dude. If you want to fight, fucking got
that's
you
what, I mean,
covered, bro.
ultimately, that's what I want to do. I mean, everyone says that. Like I was telling you before.
Yeah.
Everyone says they want to fight until they get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel very good.
That's glory, though, man.
The glory.
UFC
That's a
champ is
lot
fucking
different glory. A lot more glory. You win a fight. That's fight. You know, a jiu-jitsu match is one thing. Wrestling match is another thing. But fucking winning a fight is.
I like knowing like I put work in for something. Don't get me wrong, like glory is like what you want, like being the best at something or overcoming boundaries and stuff like that. But I like putting in hard work and then seeing it pay out, like in a fight especially. Like beating people that I wasn't supposed to beat, like in wrestling. That like was good because I was like I fucking busted my tail. in the off season, went to tournaments, did all this shit that at the time you don't want to do. Like no one wants to work hard. Everyone that says like, oh, I love working hard, like I love like this. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No, you don't.
No, you fucking don't.
You don't.
And I was like, maybe like 1 to 5% of like top athletes like doing it because they're fucking sick in the head.
Yeah,
but no one likes it. Like when you're
addicted to the hustle, bro. You gotta love it. The people that are the best absolutely love it.
I love hustling and I love pushing hard because then I'm thinking. I used to think like when I was working out and I was like basically on the edge of like my max that I could push. Like I was always thinking about the worst things. I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm this. But now like our coaches like, and we have a team psychologist and they're like, when you're getting to that point, like think about why you're doing it. Like think about like when you are in that position to like compete, like why it was worth it. And like, that's what I just think about, like getting my hand raised like at the rack. Yeah, that's the best feeling in the world. I
think you have to visualize it. You have to visualize walking out on the mat, going against your opponent, you know, no matter what face they have, and fucking getting your hand raised, you know. Envision going through your sequences, going through listening to the crowd, you know. Like John was actually telling us, you know, because this next ADCC is going to be about 4 times larger than the previous ADCC. You know, they're
gonna be big, bro.
I think it's gonna have about 20,000 seats, and they're probably gonna sell out. So it's gonna be massive crowd, massive arena. He was like, mentally, you know, prepare yourself. Don't go out there, you know, thinking it's gonna be some small gym. You know, it's gonna be like you're a fucking superstar. So
I mean, I want to
gotta visualize it
in the future. Definitely want to do like compete in jiu-jitsu.
It's jiu-jitsu. It's fun. If you want to fight, that's, you know, you can make some big time bucks. Jiu-jitsu, you can make big time bucks as well. It seems like now there's really no limit, you know.
You can make money at anything now, bro. Yeah. As long as you're good at it, bro.
As long as you're marketing your own shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be smart. You gotta be a hustler. You know, it goes the same thing. You know, they say in the wrestling room, the hardest work always wins. That goes for life, bro. Yeah. You put in the time, put in the work. You have the commitment. You know, you're probably gonna do well in whatever it is.
And bro, do you have any type of like 5-year goals, bro? Like you want to fight in 5 years, you want to do jiu-jitsu in 5 years, like anything like that?
I don't have really time span because I mean, with wrestling, like I never thought how long it'd be. Like I always wanted to be like a county champ, and like all that stuff. And like my sophomore year, when I went to counties, like I literally like got pinned my first match, like, and next year I got outstanding wrestler in counties and pinned the kid in the finals, and then districts pinned the kid, won districts, and then regions it came in second. That kid was pretty good too.
What region?
Region 3, I think.
Yeah.
Region 3.
We're 8.
Yeah, region 3.
South.
And well, I'm pretty up north compared to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I didn't think about how long it took me. I just knew that I was going to take it step by step. Hopefully, within like the next 5 years, like I know exactly what I want to do. Like, hopefully, start sparring. I mean, obviously, do jiu-jitsu wise, like see how this goes. Like, because I'm loving it. I'm really loving jiu-jitsu. It's like, it's fucking awesome.
Once you get like your first sub, for me, I was like, I got the sub, and I feel like it's necessary to keep going.
Exactly.
I want to learn more.
That's the thing. Like, I want to like get it so like I'm no longer having anyone else tap me.
Yeah.
And like people are like, all right, we gotta be careful. Like,
bro, and honestly, if you're transitioning, like, I know you're going back to college. I don't even know if the season's happening because of
I don't even know,
coronavirus. I know football got canceled, right?
Yeah, so football's getting canceled. I mean, we're so much more contact than football. Like,
they're probably not gonna have a season, which is retarded because it's
push it back.
Just such a overreaction.
What are you gonna do? There's the politics standpoint. We're not gonna get into that.
But I mean, honestly, what we can do is like just guarantee that when you go on top of somebody, it's just you're never leaving. You know what I mean? They're never getting out.
When you were being my partner, like you were exceptional on top, and I was trash at bottom. Like I used to always get stuck on bottom, and this motherfucker always throws boots in from the weirdest fucking angles.
Yes,
it's fucking annoying. And I'd
fucking boots,
trying to control this big ass. You gotta get them boots in.
I had to learn. Like, all right, boots are coming. Like, what I got to do to get out of it. And he's also really good at scrambling. You're like a fucking. You ever seen like a conger eel? Like when they have like a hook, they like they contort themselves, like take the hook out of their mouths, like, and you just roll and like.
I'll take that hook out.
It's the jiu-jitsu ways though, like the way these guys move, like I haven't seen before. It's completely different. You're also on your back compared to wrestling, so.
Yeah. And I mean, if I was transitioning into a NCAA format, I'd have to take the laying on the back part out, and I feel like it kind of transitions okay because you can expose your back a little bit in NCAA format without getting points immediately. I'd be really interested in going back into like a Division I match or something like that. Maybe in the future.
That's what I'm excited about to see, like, because I've been learning a lot of stuff in jiu-jitsu, but I've also been like rolling in different ways and like learning different, like, not like positionings, but like holding people down in different ways, I guess. And like I'm
more efficient ways.
Yeah, and like big things, taking backs and like throwing in boots, and like I think like I've been like really working like from turtle position on top. Like I went with that one guy who like his dad was really good. The fucking dude was not getting it. Yeah, and he got out, but he also couldn't kick. He definitely fucking didn't keep me down. Didn't tap me.
That's good. So that's good. If you're getting out on bottom in hand zones, you're doing something right for sure.
Bro, if you're getting anything in hand zones, you're doing something right, bro. That shit is
real talk.
I'm also a lot bigger than most guys, but like also like they were saying like when someone's on top of you, they're like testing. Gordon was testing like something out, like basically from like a tripod, like you're on bottom. They're like, all right, let's see if it works on NickyRod, because like we're on bottom, we kind of like get up the same way almost. Like,
yeah, we do stand up,
we just stand the fuck up and like
cut the hands and let's go
like that. And like most people like in that room don't really know
they want to roll.
Yeah, exactly. Like if someone's on like has hooks in on me or like is on my back, I'm fucking ripping your head off. Like I'm reaching back and like
I feel like that's not their first instinct. Like my first instinct is to grab the head.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'll shake you the fuck off.
Yeah.
Even if you have boots
almost
on,
every
you're
time.
coming off. Like
right. You're coming the fuck stand off. Up and fucking You know what? Did you roll when you were rolling with Gord? Did he get boots in on you?
Oh, absolutely.
Did he go power half?
Yeah, no, he didn't get me off though. He tried doing it, but
could you got him off?
No, but he was trying to throw me over. But like I'm so used to it.
Stuck, right? Yeah.
I mean, like, not that I was stuck. Don't get me wrong. He fucked me up.
Yeah.
But like, that's like a thing in wrestling. Like you try to power half me, and like try to get me to go over, but like I don't go because like I'm just so used to it.
What happened afterwards after power half?
Trying to think. Oh, I think I tried. He had boots in, like almost like swimming him over, and like just create a scramble. I don't know.
So you made some space.
Yeah, I think he definitely didn't submit me from there. I mean, he was still on my back though.
When Gord's on my back, I have to grab his head. Like I have to yank him over.
He got the power half, and I think I kind of just laid there because I was like, all right, well, he's not going to turn me from here, but at the same time, he can. If I move in the wrong way, he's going to fuck me up. Like 30 seconds.
I feel you.
So that's basically what happened. First time I went with him, like I was just like very weary of like getting on the mat. I was like, all right, I'm going to take the first shot. And like I got in a single, and I don't know how the fuck he got it, but he guillotined me and like
from a single leg.
I was like
immediately. He was guaranteed he was waiting. He was like, I guarantee in his head he was like, I'm going to guillotine.
I didn't
this
even know what the
motherfucker.
fuck that was. I was like, what is he doing? He's getting front hand. What is he gonna fucking head pinch me? And then he was like, whoosh. I was like, right there.
Yeah, it's so weird because you don't know. Like if you don't do jiu-jitsu, you just don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, dude, it's like falling into like a mousetrap basically. Like they're just it's like,
they're waiting, bro.
They're just waiting.
They're waiting.
But yeah, it's a Shark Tank in there.
Well, he knew.
Too much fun.
Because his wrestling is actually impressive.
Weirdly good, right?
It's impressive as shit.
Weirdly good. And he doesn't like when he's in his stance. He doesn't look like he could fucking wrestle. Like,
he loves pulling on heads. I know. I learned that he loves pulling on heads, but he keeps his base really well. So like, if someone pulls on my head, usually like I'm fucking posting him. But like, he's so like
Gordon does as far as his wrestling goes. Definitely his wrestling. He does a good job of putting together different moves from a lot of different people. Like he does a good job of like watching like Snyder or watching like a Dake and doing transitions from like Snyder's like pump hand fighting to like some arm drag stuff and pass by. Like he does a good job of watching and doing. So yeah, motherfucker can wrestle.
Definitely knows what the fuck he's doing really well. I was saying to him last week, I was like, like we were saying like in collegiate like world, like, like he gets on top, someone he's fucking him up.
Yeah, if you get that's the thing. Like we can keep you down. Like a lot of wrestling they don't.
Well, you do that thing where you like almost get like a claw on me. Like if you're on back, if I stand up and you like put your leg in front of my right knee and then behind my left knee, and it kind of just like trips me almost. Like I can't really do anything. It's like a bar.
It's minimal effort stuff.
Yeah, I need that because
a lot of mat returns in wrestling. Everything's like you gotta fucking use maximum energy, big lift.
Big lift.
Really, God, we're gonna circle down to the mat. Use your weight against you.
It's a lot of different stuff. I gotta learn how to do that honestly, because that'd be nice with heavyweights because they'll have no idea. And then subsequently, it also gives you like a boot
Yeah.
If you get a boot on a heavyweight, that motherfucker is
It's
down.
over. It's over. He's not getting up.
Fucked. Absolutely.
They're not even gonna try to get up. It's the difference of effort is it's crazy.
Yeah, because I used to have really like very tight hips and like my feet were just not like able to move like the way I wanted them to, and like jiu-jitsu, like it's really like loosening up my hips and like knees move in ways that like I didn't think they even could, and just all around great sport.
It definitely, if like for me the triangles weren't too natural. Like I feel like my body had to like is still having to grow and stretch into be able to like lock a full triangle. Like I'm not comfortable. I mean, I'm more comfortable now, but I'm not as efficient as I am like holding a triangle as like, you know, the other guys over there, because I'm just not built that way yet.
I mean, I had that hit that mounted triangle, and like that's what I was really stoked about. I was like, I didn't even know honestly how I got into it, but I know that we got into scramble and I moved my leg in a weird way, and I was like, this might work, and then it ended up getting locked up, and I was like, whoa.
You just gotta try shit.
I was like, that's fucking sick.
And you finished it?
I can't remember if I was just sitting there on top of them, and I kind of was like, I don't know what to do here.
But you got locked up though.
It was
You gotta know how. You gotta know the.
But that's like in wrestling. Like if you're pinning a kid, like honestly, it's just not worth it. Like, because if I wanted to, probably 30 seconds later, he's just not getting circulation. Because I know he's getting fucking red, and his eyes like, they're popping out. So like, I was sitting there for like 5 seconds, and I was like, okay, this guy's not tapping.
No,
like,
he could breathe. If he could breathe, if he's not tapping.
It didn't sound like it.
I've been fully on top of. Did he tap or no?
No, I was like, okay, and I just got off, and then we went back because we were not going live really. It was kind of like the drilling.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's different.
It was like we were from.
So you did a triangle on your partner that was drilling.
I guess it was towards the end. It's when like he says I get a drink, and then he's like,
oh, that's live then.
Okay, yeah, so,
yeah. You start him out?
No, I think it was from full guard.
Okay, yeah, that's live. Yeah,
he definitely didn't tap, but I mean, if I wanted to, I probably could have done it. But like,
yeah, try it next time. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times I'll get,
because when I did the Kimura on that one Asian dude, he's got a sick goatee by the way, that dude.
Yeah,
it's not thick, but it's long as fuck. It's kind of, he looks like a kung fu master.
It does.
I don't want to say anything because I know that's wrong, but like,
no, it's good.
Might be what he's going for. And it's the first time like I like tried doing a Kimura from bottom, but like I got my hips out and like think like I don't really know what I'll be honest. If you asked me to do it again, I wouldn't be able to do it again.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try this." Hit it, and he like rolled, and then I followed it and just kept hitting it. He's like tap 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 tap, and he like sounded like it hurt. And I was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And he was like, "Oh, it's okay." I was like,
He's probably gonna bring a knife today.
I mean, I'm so new to it.
It's good. Shit happens. You're gonna have to learn how to control it. You know what I mean? It's jiu-jitsu is way slower.
I don't know. Like I'm
Takes
so
time.
like explosive. I think he wasn't even expecting me to do something. And once I fucking locked it up, I like ripped it like hard, and he tried reversing it, and I just kept going with it.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, tap tap tap.
I mean, once it's locked up, or if he's trying to reverse it and not tapping, that's like a decision, you know.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I broke both my buddies, both his arms the other day.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Who was on that again?
Oh man, Frankie Rosenthal. Bro. Yeah, so literally
Did you text him though?
No, I had to text him.
Sure?
I told him I saw her in person. Fuck yeah, I have to text him. So Frankie Rosenthal, right? Really, really good friend, really awesome grappler, right?
Good guy, bro.
Practice all the time. And mind you, I've never hurt anybody rolling. Like I've never hurt anybody rolling. Cool. So Frankie's doing arm bar rounds only. Like so he's just strictly laying on his back, starting an arm bar. I'm on top of him, and first round goes, and I'm like, we're fighting for a little bit. I get the arm extended, and before I even like really extend it, like he taps, and he like tapped way early. And I told him, sit up. I'm like, yo, like don't tap so early. Like I'm never gonna hurt you. I'm never gonna break you. You know.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I'm never gonna break you. And he was like, all right, no problem. And like 2 minutes later, I broke both his arms. I was like, oh my god, bro, I'm so sorry. And he was supposed to compete like.
He didn't
Friday
compete that weekend? He didn't compete.
He's supposed to compete today. I don't know. I don't think he's
I thought it was
doing
last
though.
weekend. He's supposed to compete.
That fight to win?
I don't know. When did this happen? My schedule's fucked.
I came. What was it? Did I come earlier this week? No, I didn't. Wait, no, I did come earlier this week.
That's what I'm saying. I think that was
So yeah,
it was like 2 days ago.
my fucking shit's fucked up. I mean, you can't really tell a fucking quarantine. All I really look forward to is the weekends because what the fuck am I gonna do during the week? I'm just
Yeah, shit. I just know I got practice at 1:30. That's it.
Yeah.
That's fucking how my schedule goes every day. But yeah, so I'm on top of Frankie. I'm like, hey, like, you know, don't worry, buddy. Like, I'm never gonna hurt you. He's like, all right, bro, no problem. And fucking 2 minutes later, bro, I break both of his arms.
I hit an arm bar actually.
Yeah,
too.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know, I can't remember what girl it was, but might have been Ronda Rousey. But I saw her. She sat up, and the girl was locking. One was on bottom, was locking her hands like this or something like that, or like that. And I saw Ronda Rousey like almost like sit up, and like I don't know how she grabbed the arm, but like she just manhandled it back, and I tried to like redo that, and it fucking worked. And I was like, this is fucking sick. That's what like this is like making me like thinking about it now gets me like hyped up because like that like tapping someone, I just love like.
It's a little bit of an addiction.
It's
like
fucking
it's one thing to pin somebody, you know, where you can, you know, you're holding down for 3 seconds and then, you know, ref calls and they get up. But to sub somebody, to say if there is no ref here,
I would fucking
this is murder. Like,
yeah, like I would
every limb is going.
I mean, not to sound like a sick fuck, but like that's fucking.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna see once you get to compete, and if you do get to break somebody, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever done.
And don't get me wrong, I don't like hurting people, and that's not the thing.
No, but
Unless
you know
it's
what you're signing up for.
Yeah, if it's a sport, like like I'm gonna fucking try to hurt you.
Yeah, I know when I'm going into competition, there's a potential of it to happen to me.
100%, bro.
And that motherfucker's across me. He's got to know I'm going for it. Yeah. I remember my first tournament, right? It was a grappling industries in Wildwood, and I show up, I end up having 5 matches. I win, you know, every match. Maybe it was 7 matches. I scored like 80 points to 0 throughout those like 7 matches, right? So in my 3rd match, I was going against a local black belt, and pretty much I ended up getting a Kimura on him from, I guess, side control. Like I like knee cut guard to side control, and I get a Kimura and I break his arm, and I could feel the ligaments shoot down from the elbow. So I'm holding his wrist while bending his elbow back, and I can feel literally like something must have been tendons or something shoot down like under my hand, like bulge up. I was like, oh, he's fucked, and he just like laid there for a second and then grabbed his arm, got up and shook my hand with that same arm. I was like, okay. I guess he like instinctually, because it was like his right arm, he like shook it. I was like, I was like, oh, sorry, buddy. And then I went on win a couple more matches. But yeah, I was like, wow. Like I was weirded out at first because I was like, oh, it's kind of gross. I was like, it's kind of fucking awesome. So,
when I was at Big Tens this year, I was wrestling this kid from Penn State. I think he was ranked 7th in the country, and I was doing pretty well against him for like the first minute. He took like a couple shots, got enough shots, and I defended it really well, got out of it. And then took a low single, and he tried, like I'm pretty good there. It's like I like hitting low singles, like I'm good scrambling there. And this dude tried to like sit in the corner almost, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm not letting this go, because usually you can pop your head out and scramble, and I'm like, I'm fucking taking this kid's knee. And like I kept driving it, hoping he would just fall over, and he kept sitting in the corner, and I kid you not, like I felt the knee go and like pop, and he tore everything. I'm sure this kid tore his ACL, like 90% sure, because his knee went in a way that it wasn't supposed to whatsoever. Like my head was at his like upper thigh, and I was pulling at the ankle, and it wasn't bending in the correct way, and it came up like significant inches past where it wasn't going before.
Dude, so I tore my LCL in college, right? I was in a tournament in Chicago, fucking middle of a winter storm, and it's called Wheaton Invitational, I'm pretty sure, in Wheaton, Chicago. Yeah, so some D3 school. So I'm in this tournament. I believe I'm in the 2nd match of the tournament. The guy gets in on a single leg on me, right? And I was having success where the guy would get on a single leg, and I would like spin the same way as the single.
Russian twist. Was it Russian twist?
It's something, but it's where you spin behind them essentially when they have a single leg, and you usually get enough torque, you just turn the whole leg and you're good.
Let's go, yeah.
So what happened is the guy got single leg, and this is at the beginning of the match, and we were dry, and I fully committed to this turn. So I go, and my foot stays fucking still, and I completely turn my body fucking behind, and I'm still stuck in the single, so I have to go straight now. I kind of megaludus split and work the hands, and end up getting out, and I end up winning the match. So there something was wrong, and I was like fuck, I couldn't even walk the next day. Like that was the last match for that day. So I'm in crutches afterwards. I go in and I have
You won the match though.
I won the match. So this is like second match of the day, 2-day tournament. This one on Friday, and now I'm competing on Sunday. So compete on Sunday. First match is number one guy in the country, previous champ from like fucking Idaho Falls, some shit like that, somewhere in Illinois.
All they do is fucking wrestle, basically.
Yeah. All they do is wrestle. But yeah, so this kid was a returning national champ. So I go over there, go in the match. Pretty much the morning of, you have to make weight, and before making weight, I was like, all right, I have to get like a practice in. So obviously we trained before weigh-ins, you know, to get our first wind and to get like a pound or so off to make weight. So we're getting the weight off, and I'm just fucking hobbling everywhere. I'm trying my best to like get warmed up and get loose, and like at my peak, like when I was like soaking sweat, then I could like finally move and take a little bit of a shot. But it was every time I shot, it was like tremendously painful. So and it felt like every time I was walking, it was just getting worse throughout the day. So I go the first match and I fucking lost a match. I don't know, maybe it was like, I don't know, 10-5, some shit like that. Got beat up pretty good. And then I have a second match after that in order to place in the tournament. So I have a wrestleback match, and I go to this wrestleback match. I win the first one, I believe, by pin. So I have a second round of wrestlebacks, which is going to be my third match that day, and I have this kid that fucking gets in on my single again, right? And I do the same Russian spin, but I was able to get behind them. And I definitely fucked up my leg a little bit more. Like it was the same twist. It was a successful twist, but like I definitely felt to get like a little bit more extended and twisted. So throughout the match, I was just like slowly declining, and this was like the first period, like seconds in the first period, this happened, and I was like, the leg was like getting like so swollen and like fucking hard to move, and it was just so much pain, and I was like, all right, we just gotta keep working through it. And something happened where he took like a bad shot, and as he was coming up, I hit a dump right to a pin, fucking stuck him, and then the next match, I just called it. I was like, I literally can't walk. Like after I pinned this guy, I fucked my leg up so bad, like they had to like carry me off the mat. Like I was in crutches for like weeks or days after that. Yeah, so the recovery, like it turned out it was a torn LCL, but the recovery process was essentially the same. Didn't do surgery. I just did fucking rehab and practice every day, and my practice pretty much consisted of stance in motion, fucking sprawling and circling, and pretty much by the end of the first week, which is when we had the next match, I want to say my leg was probably about 40%. So I was like, I was good to go. I could walk around. Couldn't take shots, but I could defensively wrestle. So I win the match. That weekend wasn't a tough guy at all. Or actually, it was two matches against really nobodies. And then about 3 weeks prior, I continued to rehab every day and continued to do that kind of stance and motion. And then I want to say by the end of the season, I was pretty good, like about 80%. So like I made a really good comeback, like considering like having a partial tear mid-season.
I mean, if I get hurt though, like it all depends. Like especially in tournament, like everyone's fucking hurt in tournament. That shit sucks. Like,
yeah.
But if I like know something's like fucked up, like I don't think my coaches in college ever let me do it, but I know like when a concussion happened or like I messed up my shoulder, like I don't come back until I'm like 80%, where I know like I'm not gonna extend this injury further by like rushing it coming back.
Yeah.
But also I'm not gonna be a pussy about it. Like I don't want to be a pussy about it. Like,
yeah.
I definitely milked some injuries because like I was too scared to come back.
I don't think the way I did it was the best or the smartest, but in my mind, I was just like, if I stop wrestling, like I'm gonna stop the recovery process. Like I felt like I needed to work through it to make everything stronger.
Remember how I got hurt in Big Tens? Like
yeah.
I tore something when I tried to hit the fireman's, and the one match I didn't tape my ankle and didn't like tie it tight is the one where it gets stuck on the mat and like I rolled over it and like this fucking fat kid came on my shoulders, and it was bad. I heard something pop and it was just weird. But usually like I'm like not moving. I mean, I was in a boot and a scooter for 2 weeks. Girls love the scooter. It was sick.
Girls love the scooter.
No, I swear to God, they loved it. They were like sitting on, because there's a little basket in the front. They were like sitting on it. It's dope. Wow. This is right before. This
motherfucker makes the best out of every situation.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I swear to God, it was awesome because it was also the week before we went to spring break, and like This is when Corona was starting to come around. Like,
The only guy on the beach getting pussy with a boot. It's fucked.
I didn't go to the beach yet, but I probably would do really well. I'd be like, hey, can you like help me out? No,
Can clean my boot.
I got some sand in my boot. But yeah, it was like pretty, like it fucking sucked. Like I didn't like it at all. Like it was an uncomfortable.
Yeah, but those
injury.
boots suck too.
Yeah, walking on them was weird
Yeah.
because they have like that rounded
Yeah.
thing, so you don't like.
I feel like your other fucking
Bend
leg
it.
starts to hurt too, bro.
I mean,
I was in a boot for like 3 months.
It was
man.
off. It's got the one that has like the
sucked,
pump
bro.
on it. It's the one that goes like almost to your knee.
Yeah.
I have it in my room. But they were telling me not to like do anything at all, and like I came back. I was wearing that ankle brace, remember? Here,
Yeah.
In Enzo's, and I was scared for a really long time. And then I just started saying like, you know what, fuck it. Let me.
Those things work.
I think so.
I'm not
'cause
confident.
That brace was like pretty in depth. Like it wrapped up.
I had a shoulder brace when I had torn my labrum. Like it was like a.
That I don't think that does
Didn't do anything.
Because think about it, your arm's moving all around. Your ankle is
Yeah.
pretty solid. Like it didn't allow any movement this way, and didn't allow any movement this way.
that's good.
Only to like push off of it, like
Yeah.
forwards and stuff like that. But like I came back earlier than they said because they said it was gonna be like like 3 months before you can start like feeling good, and like 2 months, I was like, fuck it.
Wow.
I went on a run, and I ran half a mile. Took me 8 minutes. It was like going at a grandma's pace. And the next week I ran again, and I think I ran the full mile. That one took me, I think, like 12 minutes. So I was shaving off time.
Yeah.
And then, when was that? Because I did this was it March? I think it was March. And still now it feels weird sometimes, but it definitely not going to hurt at all. But it slowly just came back. And I had no PT either, because like there was the whole Corona thing going on. Usually you can go to our trainer and stuff like that. And I was just at home doing like fucking bands and shit. Like you were saying, at home.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, exactly.
Make it happen.
And I mean, the worst thing was like I was just babying the whole thing and like not really doing it. And then I was like, fuck it, let me just go on a run. Next day, it definitely hurt like a fucking bitch. Really hurt a lot. Like did not feel good. But I iced it, did like correct recovery and shit like that, and then I'm here today now.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right, it's time to go. We gotta go fucking train, go to war. Thanks for watching, guys. NickyRod, Alexis.
Yeah, but you want to plug some socials, man?
Yeah. If you want to follow me on the gram, Alex Espo 285. Yeah.
Alex Espo 285. You got YouTube or anything else?
Nah, if you're a girl,
If you guys are
Snapchat, DM me on Instagram.
yeah,
He's available.
yeah. If you're a chick, you want to come through. He actually listed his address earlier on the podcast, so you can
actually say that.
you can scroll back and watch.
Nice, bro, nice.
That's
And
great.
then, yeah, bro, thanks guys for bearing with us, man. We had some noise in the back, construction outside again, and then we're getting the studio fucking pretty much rebuilt.
Yes,
bro,
we're gonna get it all together. I'm gonna go 2-bedroom soon. We're gonna turn this bitch into a studio, get all soundproof, make it look dope. At the beginning stages, but we're getting there.
Yeah,
little by
and
little.
then-
What's up with the merch? When
I
we
was
get
just gonna
merch?
say, bro, by the time you guys are hearing this, we have 3 limited edition pieces of merch in stock. So we got a fucking fresh ass sweatshirt. We got 2 shirts for you guys. Keeping the shirt price nice and low, so you guys, it's only gonna be 100 of them sold. So make sure you guys get that shit ASAP if they're not sold out already.
Limited edition.
Limited edition, bro.
Limited edition merch from NickyRod, Alexis.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you
Thanks,
next
guys, I
time.
appreciate it.
It's dope. That's fire.
Fun, right?
Dude, I had a piece.
Let's get an Uber back from the party. Take you home, explore every